Philadelphia is a city built on tradition, on grit, on creativity, and on doing things no one else in the world does quite like this. For over a century, one tradition has evolved alongside the city itself, not standing still, but growing louder, bolder, and bigger with every generation. This is the sound of Philadelphia. They don't play brass. They don't march to anyone else's beat. String bands blend live music, choreography, design, and storytelling, all performed at the same time by hundreds of performers, moving as one. This isn't just music. It's a full-scale production, performed live with no second takes. Over decades, the string bands have evolved, pushing creativity further every year. Bigger sounds, bolder designs, more intricate movement. Each band building something entirely new, all chasing one goal. Now, for the first time ever, the string band competition leaves the parade route and takes center stage. Under the lights, on a world-class stage, built for spectacle. 14 bands, one performance each, judged live. This is the competition, the precision, the artistry, the creativity, without distractions. Just the best string bands in the world doing what they do best. This isn't a parade. This isn't a rehearsal. This is Philadelphia tradition, turned all the way up. Welcome to the String Band Spectacular.
So the setting may be a little different at Lincoln Financial Field, but the artistry and the performances you would expect from the Mummers are still going to be spectacular. So welcome to Lincoln Financial Field for the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association String Band Spectacular. I'm Larry Menti.
And I'm Dawn Stenzel and Menti. Talk about the original content creators. You know, thinking about this, the string bands, first time they performed back in 1901, and look at where they are now. You think about the word evolved, but I've got butterflies just watching that open and thinking about the fact that now they might be making history once again, something new, something exciting on this world-class stage, Larry.
Yeah, it's the home of the Philadelphia Eagles. Usually today, it is the home of the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association. Now, let's bring in Jim Donio, who does a podcast on the Mummers. He is the host of the String Band Sessions podcast. And Jim?
Well, before we do that, before we go to Jim Donio, let's check out Rick Holmes, because he's going to take us 1 year back, or excuse me, 1 month back, about a month, and take us back a little bit just to remember where we were a little less than a month ago and where we're going.
Hello, everyone. It's me from the warmth and safety of our studio in Allentown. Usually, I'm reporting on the Mummers Parade from Market Street, and that's where I was on New Year's morning. But on that day, the wind was strong. With sustained winds of 30 miles an hour, it was decided that the judging of the string bands would be postponed. The bands played on, entertaining the crowd, but the title of champion would have to wait for another day. Competition moved from the first day of January to the last. And for the first time, the competition takes place at Lincoln Financial Field. It doesn't get any better than that. And I can't wait to see it and hear it. Back to you guys.
I was so excited to get to Jim Donio, I forgot Rick Holmes. I really apologize, Rick. But now let's get to Jim Donio, who does the String Band Sessions podcast. You were the host of that podcast, and you're just an aficionado when it comes to all things Mummers. Tell us what we can expect today.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, excited to be here to get this encore opportunity to talk about the string bands that are so beloved, so much a part of my life, in my heart. Former mummer myself, string band person myself. But today, we get to talk about all the things that we couldn't talk about on New Year's Day because viewers were not going to see those shows. Now we get to tease all of the different things that we're going to see from the 12 bands that are performing today. We're going to get taken across the country, from New Orleans to Las Vegas to Hollywood. We're going to go under the sea. We're going to go to the great Canadian wilderness. We're going to have some little bit of whimsical performances as well, and music across the board. Popular music, classic mum tunes, etc.
Yeah, and I love the fact, number one, first of all, I should mention that we get to really shine the light, the spotlight, if you will, just on the string bands, which I think is awesome. And I think that that's hopefully something that catches on, because we can just focus on this one piece, which is amazing and so authentic and original in the nation.
Yes.
But I should mention as well, because there were several people who had to be rushed to the hospital and treated on New Year's Day. Just to update you, everybody recovering, everybody's okay. But it just shows you the spirit of perseverance within our string bands and the mummers as well.
Yeah. I mean, this has been an unprecedented, we've had a number of unprecedented things over the past couple of years, but getting ready to be doing this show on New Year's Day and then having to wait another month. So the bands have all continued their rehearsals. They've tweaked the performances. So the performances we're going to see today are even better, perhaps, than we might have seen on New Year's Day, because they've had more time.
Yes, let's get this started. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's get the first string band up. They're coming up after the break, the Duffy String Band, when the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association String Band Spectacular continues.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Eagles, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly Sports love the string bands. Pond Lee Hockey, Philly's work injury law firm, and they're proud to support the Mummers. If you're hurt at work, give them a call at 1-888-POND-LAW. Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IBX.com. And by First Trust Bank, Philadelphia's hometown bank and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. A proud sponsor of the 2026 Mummers String Band Spectacular.
Remember Saturday morning cartoons?
I remember.
That's wonderful, Yogi.
Now, stop. Stop remembering and start watching every day.
Great Scott!
Because there's a place where it's Saturday morning all the time.
Yes, son!
What's up, Doc?
Zoinks!
This is MeTV Tunes. Watch MeTV Tunes only over the air with an antenna on channel 2.10.
Most people will never know anybody that's been murdered.
Nobody can understand unless they've been there. This is the moment you became the architect of a murder.
They see you as a monster.
You could have let her go.
What was it about you that said, I'm going to keep fighting?
It had to be a terrible time.
You fought pretty hard to find out who killed her. What do you think at that moment?
You've been chasing an unknown attacker for decades.
You ready for what's coming?
Weeknights at 9 on WFMZ-TV.
From the nicest man in Mayberry
I'm an honest man and an honest sheriff.
to the biggest mouth in Queens,
You're gonna love this!
you won't find a better sheriff
Whoa, shucks.
or a worse neighbor.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 8.
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
And All in the Family, Sundays at 8.
Get lost.
On MeTV2.
And welcome back to the String Band Spectacular. The judges in place, professional judges, we should mention. I know that they were a little nervous because one judge actually was flying in from California and just made it, thankfully.
Oh, good. He just made it. Duffy String Band up first. What are we going to see?
We're going to see a music store galore. We're going to see instruments come to life. We're going to see sheet music come to life. All different kinds of instruments. And I would say a genre-bending series in terms of the musical score, music from different eras, all to sort of underscore what you would see in a music store if it suddenly came to life. And with Duffy, we've got the youngest of the string band captains who just turned 20.
Yes.
Jake Kudrick is the youngest string band captain.
We just heard what we're going to hear and see, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, so two quick things, two wrap-ups. I mentioned that Jake's the youngest captain,
Yes.
but actually for this performance, they made him look very old, like the old owner of the music store.
And with Jake, I feel like we've watched him grow up, over the years, just watching him and evolving, and a team leader, if you will, because usually we're talking about a sports team here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he is that, whether you say a coach or the quarterback, he has become a true leader.
He is, and he's a cheerleader definitely for the group. One thing that's interesting in that particular performance, they kind of ended with the song from Hairspray, "You Can't Stop the Beat," and I think that's a little bit of a theme for today. Is you cannot stop the string bands.
It's so true.
We overcame these obstacles. Here we are. We're at Lincoln Financial Field. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the string
nice
bands.
That you pointed out when we were watching the rehearsals a little bit earlier today. The sound is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was some concern about what the sound would be in a stadium.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great. Sounds great from where we are.
Yes.
And we hear the natural sound coming in from outside as well. Duffy was particularly proud in this, routine that they did the Fifth of Beethoven
Yes.
in three different styles, and they were really proud of accomplishing that.
And they should be. I mean, where can you get a little Beethoven, little Mozart, little Copacabana, and a dance, and these incredible costumes all in one show?
All in one show.
And coming
Right
up
here.
next is the Durning String Band, and the theme is Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest.
We'll talk about
That's
that when
coming
we
up
come
next.
back, when the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association String Band Spectacular continues.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Flyers, proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. First Trust Bank, Philadelphia's hometown bank, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Proud sponsor of the 2026 Mummers String Band Spectacular. And by Council Member Mark F. Squilla, proud to support Philadelphia's Mummers and the rich traditions that make our city one of a kind. See breaking weather in your area, or perhaps a beautiful sunrise? If you see it, share it with us. Download the 69 News weather app and send us your photos. You could see them on 69 News. Be the first to know with the 69 News weather app. Download it today.
How could you look your grandfather in the eyes after what you put him through?
You have a video. You're prepping the food without a shirt on? Are those your boxers? Sir, are you just making this up? Because that's not okay.
You understand when you've been caught in a lie? That's the look that you would get on a guy's face. Hot bench.
Weekdays at 10 on WFMZ-TV.
Welcome back to the String Band Spectacular. The Durning String Band is all ready to go, and if you like Beauty and the Beast, you're going to love this performance.
Yeah, with a twist, right? Beauty and the Beast with a twist. Durning celebrating their 90th anniversary. You see the fans here. Nobody's cold, right? We're all warm-hearted and fired up.
Yeah, and we've got Captain Joe Asti-Pamonte, who's going to portray Lumiere. And what's the twist on this Beauty and the Beast presentation is the perspective is from Belle's perspective. So there is no Belle in the show. We are supposed to be Belle. The audience is supposed to be Belle. What is her experience encountering what she's going to encounter in the castle and, where the beast is kind of lurking? We'll see some little images of that, but that'll all be a surprise.
They're ready.
How about that? Durning's ready to go.
was an interesting twist, as we talked about with the show. Who would think we would see Beauty and the Beast theme and hear a little bit of Madonna and Seal?
Yes.
And that solo. How about that solo on Kiss from a Rose?
How cold it must be down there right now, and then to be able to play so beautifully.
And the pressure of that. I mean, the tune, the pitch of that solo. Whoever, I don't know who it was, but kudos to the person who played that solo on Kiss from a Rose. And I think the Disney elements were there, but it's interesting how a string band will take some sort of basic idea or concept or show that we know, that we're familiar with, but then add these other elements to it to make it their own.
It was beautiful. It was like 2 acts, and in the middle of it was the sax solo. It was the way to transition from one part of the story to the second part of the story.
Exactly.
It's just beautifully done.
Yeah.
And the judges all watching. What an incredible competition.
Yeah, already, after just 2. I loved in that the dancing clothes.
Yes.
The dancing dresses.
That was one of my
That
faves.
was really clever. Very, very clever.
We got a lot more to go. The Quaker City String Band is coming up next with Joker's Funhouse. Stay with us.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia 76ers, proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Chickies and Pete's, home of the world-famous crab fries. Proud to support the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. And by Pond Lee Hockey. Pond Lee Hockey is Philly's work injury law firm, and they're proud to support the Mummers. If you're hurt at work, give them a call at 1-888-POND-LAW.
I think there is something funny going on here.
Weeknights, MeTV brings the funny.
They do have some funny stuff in there.
With MASH. Andy Griffith. Everybody Loves Raymond. Hogan's Heroes. And Carol Burnett. We've got the funny on MeTV.
That's funny.
Weeknights starting at 6 on MeTV2.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
My head is going to pound before this case is over.
An irresponsible driver.
You got $1,000 worth of parking tickets.
Gets revved up.
My landlord said that I could park outside the street, and then I started getting tickets.
Did you have a triple espresso this morning?
I had 5 shots, actually.
Well, could you be quiet?
Breathe. Okay, I'll breathe. Sorry.
Next Judge Judy.
Monday at 11 on WFMZ-TV.
Everybody loves me.
And me too, me too.
But who do MeTV characters love?
What's his name?
Did he ever mention a man by the name of Raymond?
Yeah, but there is Raymond.
You're Mr. Raymond?
Raymond?
MeTV loves Raymond.
What'd you say his name was again?
His name is Raymond.
Raymond?
Raymond.
Raymond? Is that a first name or last?
And everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, it's all about you, Raymond.
That's my Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond. Weeknights at 9 on MeTV2.
String Band Spectacular. We should point out that last year there was a tie for best performance. There was a tie, and one of the string bands that was in that tie was the Quaker City String Band.
Yes, so we had Quaker City, and then we had South Philadelphia String Band. Right. They were declared co-champions. So now this is a co-champion defending their title.
Yeah. That's about to perform.
And of course the other 10 don't want either of those to win this year. But Quaker City's coming back with the Joker's Funhouse. Captain Jimmy Good is going to be the Joker. So yes, it is the Joker from the Batman, characterizations, but Jimmy is drawing the most for his characterization from the Cesar Romero Joker performance from the TV series.
The best Joker. Well, Jack Nicholson was good, but tie. Another tie for the best Joker. I'll tell you something. Sherelle Parker was out here to address the crowd.
Philadelphia mayor.
And how I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud of the Mummers that the two of them could join together like this.
Yeah.
Because you haven't always had that type of relationship with City Hall.
And that's
to
why
have it now, and for her to be so undying and effusive
proud
about how much she loves the Mummers, it really touches my heart, and I'm sure that means the world to the Mummers.
For sure.
That's why you saw that big smile on the String Band Association President Sam Rugglebuto's face, right? Because we all appreciate the support.
Yeah, and it's a proud moment. And for Quaker City now coming sort of after that with this theme that is going to have a little bit of whimsy to it. So think a little bit of carnival, a little bit of circus, and a little bit of the Joker from the Batman series kind of creating mischief.
And they're ready. Here it is, Quaker City String Band.
That was quite a performance, and visually the colors were amazing. Was that Jimmy Good?
Captain,
Jimmy Good as the Joker?
Yeah, Jimmy Good was the Joker. So you had some, not just dancing, but you had some audio. You had some vocal performance from him as well. The laugh, you know, practicing that laugh, practicing just some of the caricature. And he did look at Nicholson, and he did look at some of the others, but he wanted to have that sort of humorous element, but also be a little mischievous. And I think we saw that. I think we saw that as well.
It was a great performance. They'll be in the competition again for the best string band this year. That was tremendous. That was wonderful.
There's more to come. Stay tuned to the String Band Spectacular. Stay right there.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Phillies, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the string bands. Live, Casino and Hotel Philadelphia is proud to support the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life. Chickies and Pete's, home of the world-famous crab fries. Proud supporters of the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. And by Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IVX.com.
On the next Last Man Standing, an old flame returns.
I don't think technically we ever broke up.
Well, that's true. So I guess you're cheating on me with your wife.
Don't make a thing about this.
What thing? The thing about the college girlfriend you never broke up with, or where she wants to sleep with you in a little pup tent?
And she's turning up the heat.
I think it should just be you and me on this trip.
Alone? Last Man Standing.
Monday on WFMZ-TV.
We know that everybody loves me.
Well, you know you're right.
We also know that everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, that I know.
But did you know everybody loves his brother?
It's all about you, Raymond.
And his wife.
I want you to call them and tell them that that's what we want.
And his parents, too.
It looks like my son is plotting against us.
It's a family everybody can love.
Everything you could want in one show.
Everybody loves Raymond. Weeknights at 9 on MeTV2.
I love any kind of pet stories. The Furry Friends segment, we started that years ago when I was a reporter because we were out at the S.B.A. and they were telling me about how they had this dog that was there for so long, and I was like, let's put it on the air. Maybe somebody will come adopt him. And then that kind of grew into a weekly series that we do to get these pets adopted. That's the most special thing you can do.
69 News, the people you know, the news you trust. Watch Wendy Davis, weekdays 5 to 6:30 and 10 to 11.
Piles of snow. We had record cold. So just think about this for all these adoring fans here. Welcome back to the String Band Spectacular. But just think about Lincoln Financial Field being transformed into a giant ocean.
Yeah, an aquatic experience that we're going to have.
The
with
Fralinger String Band, is coming up next. But
yes.
it's amazing. We were watching the tunnel, and they just kept coming and coming with scenery and props and mummers. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, wait until you see this all unfold. It's going to be led by Captain Brad Bowen, who's going to be King Neptune. So this is an aquatic adventure theme. We've had undersea themes before. This is more cinematic, more symphonic in terms of the musical score. So you will hear some familiar music that you might know from movies that take place in the sea or under the sea.
You can tell he's a professor at Temple, right? Symphonic.
Here is Fralinger String Band making waves.
That was just stunning. It was really just stunning.
So one thing I'll say about Fralinger, remember we had the co-captains last year, so Fralinger, second, third place, whatever you want, they were in the top three, in other words.
They were third last year.
So it can, after the first placers.
Yes.
So, the question is for Brad Bowen, for the captain here as King Neptune, but does he become king of the competition?
We'll find out. I think it was interesting. I said about listen or look for sort of the movie references. So we saw Jaws. We even got a little glimpse of Ursula from The Little Mermaid in there as well. So that's another source of inspiration for the string bands when they're looking, and when I'm asking them, well, where are you getting some of the ideas from? They get them from film, they get them from TV, they get them from Broadway, and then they try to incorporate them to make it fit for what they're doing. And in this case, we just had a spectacle there that drew from all these different references.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. It was just amazing. The whole thing was amazing, and every time you think, uh-oh, they're going to win, they're really good, somebody else comes up and you go, oh, maybe not. They're really good, too, and we have a lot more to come. Uptown is up next. Stay with us.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union. Proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the string bands. Councilmember Mark F. Squilla is proud to support the Philadelphia Mummers and the rich traditions that make our city one of a kind. And by Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Proud to support the Mummers in the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life.
What's up, E.T.?
No one brings you closer to Hollywood's biggest stars than E.T.
E.T.
Secrets out with A-list exclusives.
We're spilling the E.T. This is my E.T.
E.T. retrospective.
What is going on?
That is so inappropriate.
Only on E.T.
I should not tell this story, but I'm going to anyway.
Always on E.T.
Cut the camera.
Weekdays at 1:30.
Welcome back to the 2026 String Band Spectacular. We're almost halfway through. Uptown String Band. Wow, the competition so far for Best String Band is going to be tight. We've seen some amazing performances so far. What are we about to see, Jim?
Now we're going to see something different. We've seen a lot of Hollywood movie themes over the years. This is a different approach to it. We're going to see the making of a movie. So we're going to be taken to the back lot, and Captain Cade Radcliffe is the director. So he's directing a film, and we're going to see the ups and downs, the highs and lows of actually putting a movie together. They actually created characters. So his character's name is Flick Reelman. That's his name as the captain.
I love it.
And then they've got other character names as well. So they've really gone to the level of, like, let's name our characters that we're playing, which I also think is different as well.
Well, from scripts to screen, here it is, Uptown String Band. That's the Uptown String Band, from scripts to screen, and this is a technical competition, Jim Donio. When you think about the repertoire, they have to perform perfectly on their music, right, on their instrument, but as well, they're being judged on this by their performance,
by the
dancing.
performance, the
How
dancing.
about the singing? I've never heard that before.
They did a little bit of Isn't She Lovely and showed a little bit of Marilyn Monroe in there. We saw Charlie Chaplin as well. And the costumes were really unique and interesting. So you had the costume department, you had the makeup and hair department, you had the different departments that are involved, where they actually had costumes that were the scripts. So very creative, very, very interesting the way that they approached showing you how a movie gets made on a backlot.
And how about Kate Radcliffe in the beginning, going from key to key on the typewriter? My heart was like, oh no, oh no, something
dancing on
it was perfect.
Dancing on a typewriter. We've not seen that before.
No.
We'll be right back with much more. The String Band Spectacular.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Eagles, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the string bands. Pond Lee Hockey, Philly's work injury law firm, and they're proud to support the Mummers. If you're hurt at work, give them a call at 1-888-POND-LAW. Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IBX.com. And by First Trust Bank, Philadelphia's hometown bank and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles, a proud sponsor of the 2026 Mummers String Band Spectacular.
The job is important because we need to keep people informed first and foremost, but it's also important because we are in the viewers' homes for a couple hours every single day. It feels like a family kind of a relationship, and that's a real sacred responsibility that we take very, very seriously. So I want to be down the middle, but also down to earth.
69 News, the people you know, the news you trust. Watch Jim Vaughn, weekdays 4 to 6:30.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not Judge Judy. Duh. But I've worked with her for years, and she's a real sweetheart.
I eat people like you for breakfast.
She's a darling.
I'm enjoying watching you squirm.
An angel.
Oh, my God. You know I'm going to get out my violin.
Yep. Judge Judy is a real peach.
Judy is back with new cases never seen before in daytime.
Have you lost your mind?
This is Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 11:30.
It's rivers and mesas and wide open spaces. It's horses and cattle and back in the saddle.
All right, let's move out.
It's a face full of rain and dust on the trail. It's men named Dillon, Cartwright, McCain, and Hale.
That's the way we mean for it to stay.
Weekday Westerns, weekday afternoon starting at 1 on MeTV2.
We are back with the String Band Spectacular, and the South Philadelphia String Band is ready to go. Be aware, they have won or tied, like last year, 6 of the last 10 years.
Yeah, so when you think about this, Jim Donio, the South Philadelphia String Band, this is really, I think, one of, if not the most ornate set that we've seen thus far.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see a whole lot in the next 4.5 minutes. The theme is Bewitched, so we'll see Captain Denny Palandro as the genie. So some wishes will be granted. Hopefully their wish is the judge's command when we see all this unfold. And particularly take note, watch for these magic carpet costumes. More than 5,000 custom tassels on these costumes. We should give a shout out to not all the bands are involved with professional designers, but there are professional costume and set designers. And what you've seen so far, just imagine this is coming out of someone's head, creating all of this. It's pretty extraordinary.
Well, they're ready to go, the South Philadelphia String Band. The theme is Bewitched.
Incredible performance. South Philadelphia String Band, co-champion from last year, defending champs, and Bewitched.
Bewitched, an Aladdin spin-off, they referred to it as. So we saw Aladdin, we saw Jafar, we saw camels, we saw snakes, we saw all of these things with sort of that Arabian Nights element to it, but then Captain Denny Palandro kind of directing the whole show as the genie, and as I said in the beginning, kind of granting these different wishes. Unique approach to an Aladdin theme. There's been Aladdin themes before, but they kind of added a whole new page to that book.
And like they do almost every year, the Glockenspiel was played. Who doesn't like a good Glockenspiel?
Yeah, a featured element.
Yes.
And a lot of the bands are doing that, so it highlights it.
It does.
They were the first to use one, right?
Today?
No, I think they're the first ever to use one.
No, Aqua was the first.
Oh, they were.
And speaking of which, Aqua is up next. So there we go. Voila.
Perfect segue.
Be right back.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Flyers, proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. First Trust Bank, Philadelphia's hometown bank, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Proud sponsor of the 2026 Mummers String Band Spectacular. And by Council Member Mark F. Squilla, proud to support Philadelphia's Mummers and the rich traditions that make our city one of a kind.
Do you believe this case could be solved?
Yes, I do.
What is your emergency?
I accidentally shot my wife.
Do you think it was accidental? I guess that's the million-dollar question.
It's not a violent crash.
No.
Whoa.
There's our connection.
Lady down.
I knew this was going to happen.
Did this look like an accident or something else? Something entirely different?
I never would have guessed how this ended.
Weekdays at 3 on WFMZ-TV.
You realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's MeTV time.
Me?
Watch me.
MeTV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Perry Mason. Bonanza.
Andy.
Mama.
Carol. All in the family.
The Three Stooges.
Mash.
Oh, clearance sale.
It's always a good time to watch MeTV.
You can see it in Philadelphia, right here.
On MeTV, too. MeTV is
memorable entertainment.
Television.
We are halfway through the String Band Spectacular. 6 bands down, 6 still to go. The Aqua String Band is up next. And as Jim Donio pointed out a moment ago, they introduced the Glockenspiel. What we didn't know is that when he was in the Mummers, he played the Glockenspiel.
Played the Glockenspiel in the Hegeman String Band. Thank you. So typically, when a band is putting something together, they want it to appear larger than life. This is the opposite for the Aqua String Band with their Shamrock Shenanigans. So Captain Austin Tilley is the mayor of the Leprechauns, and they want everything to look smaller than life. So their props have been designed to be oversized so that they look small, so that the Leprechauns kind of fit, into the scenario of the Shamrock Shenanigans.
Kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Shamrocks.
And Honey, I Shrunk the Shamrocks.
Hey, yes. We're hearing they're ready. Aqua String Band, Shamrock Shenanigans. Incredible performance. Aqua String Band, Austin Tilley, the captain here. I see a lot of social media posts of family members saying, remember to have fun. It looked like Austin was having fun.
Having a lot of fun. And how wonderful that they, in this sort of Irish theme, that for the pot of gold at the end, they were able to incorporate golden slippers. That's the first time we're hearing that today. They did incorporate four-leaf clover, which of course makes sense in the Irish theme, but I like that they found a way to incorporate that classic Mummers tune. We're celebrating 125 years of the parade, so I think it's great that there's a band that incorporated golden slippers into their performance today. Hopefully, I'm sure they're feeling like they want the luck of the Irish on their side, so we'll see what the judges think.
Well, coming up next, we still have more string bands to go. The Greater Kensington String Band is up next. The theme is Adventurers Beware.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia 76ers, proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Chickies and Pete's, home of the world-famous crab fries, proud to support the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. And by Pond Lee Hockey. Pond Lee Hockey is Philly's work injury law firm, and they're proud to support the Mummers. If you're hurt at work, give them a call at 1-888-POND-LAW.
And welcome back to the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association String Band Spectacular. Greater Kensington String Band is pretty much ready to go. Adventures Beware, kind of a Jumanji playoff on Jumanji video games.
A playoff on a video game. We've had jungle themes before. This is, a different way of looking at a jungle theme. So they're taking us into the jungle through an interactive video game. So we're going to have Sean Bluebaugh as captain, kind of leading us through the pitfalls of what can happen to you if you get challenged in a video game.
The Greater Kensington String Band, Adventurers Beware. Well, that was nicely done. I love the little boy turning into the adventurer and then coming back at the end.
Yeah, the little guy turns into Captain Sean Bluebaugh and then is kind of making his way through this whole video game experience, the video game, adventure that they're going on, Adventurers Beware. So we saw a lot of different elements here when if you're a video gamer and you're going through, that's what they were, trying to depict. And we were talking a little earlier about the costuming this year.
Yes.
And we're seeing really a lot of the really bright primary colors. In some years, there might be like a lot of black and gold and silver and white. But for this particular year, the themes are really incorporating the brightest, most vibrant colors.
I agree with you. From
the
band
costuming.
to band, it's been brilliant. The costuming has been brilliant for everybody.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Well, up next, we will see Woodland as the string band spectacular continues.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Phillies, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Live, Casino and Hotel Philadelphia is proud to support the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life. Chickies and Pete's, home of the world-famous crab fries. Proud supporters of the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. And by Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IVX.com.
I know that you're sitting right in front of me, but can I say hi to Douglas?
Obviously.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, Douglas.
Douglas is making this interview super fun.
When I rescued him, he was 8 weeks old.
I'm being licked right here.
Dougie's really the star.
Where does the dog go after the show?
My house.
Weekdays at 2 on WFMZ-TV.
From the nicest man in Mayberry
I'm an honest man and an honest sheriff.
to the biggest mouth in Queens,
You're gonna love this!
you won't find a better sheriff
Well, shucks.
or a worse neighbor.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 8.
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
And All in the Family, Sundays at 8.
Get lost.
On MeTV2.
Welcome back to the String Band Spectacular. How about a little bourbon? We can get a taste of bourbon. That's the theme of the Woodland String Band, and they're up next. What can you tell us about
they're
Woodland,
up next.
Jim?
It's their 100th anniversary. They're led by George Bowser IV, and they're going to take us on a tour of New Orleans. We're going to have the culinary aspects, the jazz elements of New Orleans, just immerse ourselves in what it's like to be experiencing the Big Easy in 4.5 minutes. We're going to see all that in 4.5 minutes.
Let us escape through Woodland String Band right now.
Well, that was a party. That was a great party for their 100th anniversary, for their 100th birthday.
They nailed it.
Yeah, it was quite a celebration. We saw all the elements, everything if you've been to New Orleans, everything you love about New Orleans, they included. And if you haven't ever been to New Orleans, maybe that's going to make you want to make a trip to New Orleans and taste the food and see the parades and so forth.
And the costumes, you brought up the colors, the purple and gold, the colors of New Orleans, of course.
Absolutely. Perfect with that. We also saw something here that we haven't really seen in any of the performances at this point today. We saw some little miniature back pieces with some white plumes. We haven't really seen that. We don't see it as much today. It's used for effect. And I think that's what they incorporated, that they used it on a handful of the suits for some effect. But it does give you a little bit of nostalgia from the days of, all the feather work that we used to love as part of the spectacle.
They did a really nice job. I'm real excited about the next one coming up because it's got a little Monty Python in it. And anything with Monty Python, I'm in. The Polish American String Band, the theme, Log Jammin'.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union. Proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the string bands. Councilmember Mark F. Squilla is proud to support the Philadelphia Mummers and the rich traditions that make our city one of a kind. And by Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Proud to support the Mummers in the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life.
Most people will never know anybody that's been murdered.
Nobody can understand unless they've been there. This is the moment you became the architect of a murder.
They see you as a monster.
You could have let her go.
What was it about you that said, I'm going to keep fighting?
It had to be a terrible time. You fought pretty hard to find out who killed her.
What do you think at that moment?
You've been chasing an unknown attacker for decades.
You ready for what's coming?
Weeknights at 9 on WFMZ-TV.
Everybody loves me.
And me too, me too.
But who do MeTV characters love?
What's his name?
Did he ever mention a man by the name of Raymond?
Yeah, but there is Raymond. You're Mr. Raymond?
Raymond?
MeTV loves Raymond.
What'd you say his name was again?
His name is Raymond.
Raymond?
Raymond?
Raymond? Is that a first name or last?
And everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, it's all about you, Raymond.
That's my Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Weeknights at 9 on MeTV2.
Thoughtfully using AI to help us do that will help us work smarter.
We are really excited for our ability to care for folks in a different way. Our quality and what we do for our community, it's really important.
Monday on WFMZ-TV.
And what a thrill to broadcast here from Lincoln Financial Field for the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association, the String Band Spectacular. You ready for a little log jamming?
A little log jamming, and it has been we should say it has been spectacular up to this point, of course. Yeah, so we're headed to the Canadian Northwest with Captain Nick Magenta and a whole group of happy lumberjacks. And I think we're going to hear a little happy vocalizing that Larry's going to like.
Monty Python, they are lumberjacks and they're okay. The Polish American String Band.
A real celebration of working Americans. And that's just it. So many members of the string bands are working guys and gals, electricians, architects, doctors,
lumberjacks. She was going to get to it.
No, I was waiting for you guys to,
I don't think I can't remember us ever seeing a helicopter in a performance before. So they incorporated that. And if there were some close-ups of these costumes, these were really interesting. Tim Magenta is the designer and his brother is the captain. But some of the costuming here with the wood, the way the wood was incorporated and the saws and the mechanical elements of, being, dealing with wood and with lumber and being lumberjacks, very creative. And I want to know the person that got the short straw that had to be on... look, spinning around yes. On this. Yeah, that was definitely going above and beyond. For
I'll
sure,
tell you what, I thought
today.
it was wonderful. I thought the whole thing was wonderful. They may not be one of the bigger groups, but what they did is they were clever. They used ingenuity. Yes. The golden mummer coming out of the tree in the beginning.
So
it was really
Captain Nick Magenta, and it's. The creativity, I think, for people maybe that are watching this for the first time, have never seen this before, these are extraordinarily creative people.
No, it's wonderful. It's well thought out.
A lot of talent. Well, and it's all original. And it's not over yet. Viva la Hegeman. A wedding? We'll take you there.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Phillies, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Live, Casino and Hotel Philadelphia is proud to support the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life. Chickies and Pete's, home of the world-famous crab fries. Proud supporters of the Mummers and the 2026 String Band Spectacular. And by Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IVX.com.
The Melania Trump movie.
Here we go again.
The first reviews are in. And is there a campaign to sabotage the box office? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Tonight at 8:30 on WFMZ-TV.
Next ET.
Hi, I'm Mira Sorvino, and this is my ET Then and Now.
From the roles that made her to the people who shaped her.
What I wouldn't give to hug him now,
Next ET.
Monday on WFMZ-TV.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association. Oh, it's the String Band Spectacular, not done yet. And a real question here for Hegeman, what to do when they gave away that they had the wedding for the first time ever in Mummers history.
On New Year's Day. So we'll have to wait and see. I think it's probably still going to be part of the show, but we won't give it away until afterward. So now we've been to Hollywood and we've been to New Orleans. And now we're going to have a day in Las Vegas. All the elements, all the things you would want to see and want to enjoy, all the excitement of Las Vegas is coming up with Hegeman and their captain, Kellyanne Gallagher.
So let's all watch together. The Hegeman String Band will figure out what they're going to do about that wedding.
course, we love Dr. Kellyanne Gallagher, who in this one is Elvis Lady Luck.
Elvis Lady Luck, and we did see a recreation of the legal wedding that we saw on New Year's Day. Juliana Bonilla and Stanley Joseph Wells got married legally as part of the performance on New Year's Day.
On Broad Street.
On Broad Street, because Kellyanne Gallagher got ordained.
Here we go. There it is. Right
there it is.
There it was from New Year's Day. So I asked them, well, what are you going to do today? They said, well, they're going to renew their vows. They're going to renew their vows. So that's what they did today, and we had all of the excitement that we would want to have as part of Las Vegas and a wedding, with the gambling, and a little bit of Lady Gaga with Poker Face, because Kellyanne is a big fan of Lady Gaga and said, we need to incorporate that into the show somehow. And it fit. Poker Face, of course.
It was interesting on New Year's Day when we said, are you still going to do the wedding? They said, we can't put off the wedding. They have a honeymoon and everything planned. They have to go.
Hopefully now the wedding in Vegas or someplace warmer, right?
Someplace warmer, yeah, for the third time.
Still to come, the Jersey String Band Nifty 50s Jukebox Jamboree. That's next.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Eagles, proud supporters of the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Pond Lee Hockey, Philly's work injury law firm, and they're proud to support the Mummers. If you're hurt at work, give them a call at 1-888-POND-LAW. Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Enroll now at IBX.com. And by First Trust Bank, Philadelphia's hometown bank and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. A proud sponsor of the 2026 Mummers String Band Spectacular.
This was the dog you always wanted. You left her over a weekend. When you returned, she died shortly thereafter. If she needed this much care as a young puppy, why did you leave her?
Hot Bench. Monday on WFMZ-TV.
It's rivers and mesas and wide open spaces. It's horses and cattle and back in the saddle.
All right, let's move out.
There's a face full of rain and dust on the trail. It's men named Dillon, Cartwright, McCain, and Hale.
That's the way we mean for it to stay.
Weekday Westerns. Weekday afternoon starting at 1 on MeTV2.
Coming up, actor Dylan O'Brien dishes about his co-star Rachel McAdams.
Can we geek for a sec?
Plus, Emmy winner Catherine Lanasa on her smash hit, The Pit.
Monday on WFMZ-TV.
And this is as the sun begins to set on Lincoln Financial Field, the String Band Spectacular, and then there was one. You wouldn't know it, but all the people performing, which has been incredible, all have day jobs. Have been here since early this morning.
Yes. How cool. We have a night game now.
Yeah.
The lights have come on at Lincoln Financial Field. And up next, Jersey String Band.
It's the Jersey String Band. Captain Pat Walton. So think Happy Days, American Graffiti, Grease, all rolled into one for this Nifty 50s Jukebox Jamboree. So very nostalgic, a lot of fun.
Last but not least, the last performance of the night, the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association String Band Spectacular and the Jersey City String Band.
Jersey String Band, Nifty 50s Jukebox Jamboree. You know, Jim, you notice a lot of teenagers.
Yeah, this is a particular, I mean, there are a lot of young people, thank goodness, helping to continue this tradition in all the bands, but this is a particularly young band. I think on New Year's Day we talked about Ryan Erickson, who's 16, who is the musical director, and his sister is the choreographer. She's 13. So this is really important. This is important. It's the future to keep this thing, keep this hobby going, to keep this extraordinary event going. It's a tradition. It's the oldest folk parade in the country. You know, for all these reasons, you know, everything we saw today, everything we saw this afternoon, and Jersey kind of coming up at the end with something so fun, something nostalgic that kind of makes us think about, you know, why do we do this? Why do all the bands do this?
Let's talk about what we saw tonight, because this was the first at Lincoln Financial Field. What are your thoughts?
I think that this is an opportunity to think about what this potentially could become. The competition, you know, intentionally now had to be separated from the parade itself. So I think there's going to be a lot of conversations about the parade, the competition, you know, how it unfolds, because everything over time, everything grows and changes and evolves. The string bands have grown and changed. The musical complement has changed. The use of props, makeup, scenery. So I think this is kind of an inflection point. Perhaps we'll see.
Well,
see
the
what
mayor
happens.
hinted about that.
Yes,
the mayor
did.
said this may be a sign of things to come.
I mean, she asked the audience. She said, "If we do this again next year, will you come? Will you buy tickets and will you come see this?" And there was a loud, rousing applause for that. So we'll see. I mean, this has been sort of kicking the can for a month, and I applaud. I think I just applaud all the groups for having sustained this momentum, because they're ready to do it on New Year's Day. That's when they're ready to give it their all. And they had to extend this for another month and come here today in the cold as well, under these circumstances, in a much larger venue and space, and I applaud them all. I think they were all great. I think everybody did a terrific job.
And as well, you, Jim Donio, you're the best. The
Thank
mummer
you.
whisperer, I call you, right? As
Thank
somebody
you so much.
who has done it, and a professor, and your podcast is incredible.
String Band Sessions.
Yes.
String Band Sessions.
Check it out.
You want to hear more of Jim Donio? You were great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you.
We'll wrap things up, and we've got the winners coming up next.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Spectacular is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union. Proud to support the String Band Spectacular. Philly sports love the String Bands. Councilmember Mark F. Squilla is proud to support the Philadelphia Mummers and the rich traditions that make our city one of a kind. And by Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Proud to support the Mummers in the 2026 String Band Spectacular. Play, dine, and stay where Philly comes to life.
I'm not Judge Judy. Duh. But I've worked with her for years, and she's a real sweetheart.
I eat people like you for breakfast.
Judy is back with all new cases.
Have you lost your mind?
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 11:30.
We know that everybody loves me.
Well, you know you're right.
We also know that everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, that I know.
But did you know everybody loves his brother?
It's all about you, Raymond.
And his wife.
I want you to call them and tell them that that's what we want.
And his parents, too.
It looks like my son is plotting against us.
It's a family everybody can love.
Everything you could want in one show.
Everybody loves Raymond. Weeknights at 9 on MeTV2.
Do you believe this case could be solved?
Yes, I do.
Did this look like an accident or something else?
Something entirely different.
I never would have guessed how this ended.
Weekdays at 3 on WFMZ-TV.
Reporting from Lincoln Financial Field, Dawn and Larry with you. The String Band Spectacular. You know, Larry, obviously events like this don't just happen. It takes a ton of teamwork. And the String Band Association, the String Bands, would sincerely like to thank the Wench, Comic, Fancy, and Fancy Brigade divisions, of course, who all came together to lend their time, their energy, their support. This event could not have happened without them.
There are a lot of people to thank, and I want to get this right. Would also like to extend a special thank you to the division presidents. Jack Cohen, president of the Fancy Division. Charlie McKenna, president of the Wench Division. Jessica Mazzoni, president of the Comic Division. And Jack Hattie, president of the Fancy Brigade Division. They are what the Mummers tradition is all about. And one big thank you, because this show would not have happened without them. Matt's Heavy Duty Mobile Diagnostics for getting our production truck here. Thank you so much. This wouldn't have happened without him.
President Sam Rigobudo, maybe you can get some sleep tonight. Mayor Sherelle Parker, who made that great appearance because it's so important. This mayor is obviously energized and fully supportive of the Mummers and the String Bands Association.
Let's get to the winners.
Yes. Got to get to the winners. Are you ready? This is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's take a look at the String Band Spectacular final results. Here you see it.
And we want to congratulate tonight's string band and string band captain winners and every single band that performed today in the frigid temperature. Just a great job to everyone. And that's going to wrap us up for now. But let me just say something real quickly. On New Year's Day, during the parade, it was disappointing. It was really disappointing when the string bands didn't get to perform. It was almost tragic because so many people got injured when the winds kicked up, and it was horrible weather at that time. And then this. Something magical happened here tonight. And it's a wonderful ending to what could have been a bad story, and it may be the harbinger of things to come.
I believe so. You know, in Philadelphia, perseverance, when things are at their worst, sometimes we're all at our best.
Very well said. We're going to wrap things up right now. Thank you to the Philadelphia Mummers String Band for putting on this spectacular. I'm Larry Menti.
I'm Dawn Stensland Menti. Have a great night.